101. And whatever your mind conceives and believe, you will achieve. Who does that come from? I believe, oh no, the other one, one quote was about, don't let your circumstances determine your outcome, right? You're basically in a circumstance that you're letting it determine your outcome, and it's how you respond to your circumstances that either makes you successful or great. Now, let's not even talk about what's going on right now. Let's just talk about money. Let's talk about when people say, oh, I want to make a lot of money. See, whatever you conceive and believe, you will achieve, but you have to conceive the right things. What am I talking about? Well, the only people I know that make money are people who work at mints, people who work at treasuries, right? They're in there, they're pressing, and they're actually making money. You have to get into the form of earning money. How do I earn money? How do I create different streams of income? Now, during this time, they released a $2 trillion stimulus package. And for a lot of SBAs, a lot of small businesses, they're giving $10,000 for a grant. And however you want to use that money, it needs to be justifiable so you don't have to repay it. Now, here's the kicker. If it's approved or disapproved, supposedly if it's still within that stimulus bill, you will receive it. But your purchase and how you use that money, it has to be justifiable for the business. We either be marketing or buying certain equipment, a computer, laptop, lights, microphone, whatever it may be to help your business, okay? So here's the thing about how you should go about being successful. The first step in being successful starts in your mind. It really does. It starts in your mind. First you have the dream, and then you turn it into reality. See, driving in a car, talking on a cell phone, using a laptop, using a desktop computer, first it was a dream of somebody's. Then someone turned it into reality. So regardless of what's going on in life, this should not slow you down from doing what you want to do. So I believe it was A.G. Gastons. He says, what is a poor black man to do in order to obtain wealth? And then he answered his own question. He says, quite simple. You create a service that somebody needs. You create a service or a product that somebody wants. So if you are thinking about starting your own business, if you're thinking about being wealthy, you're being about being rich, look at what A.G. Gaston says. He says, what is a poor black man to do to be wealthy? What am I supposed to do to be wealthy? Well, you find a service or a product that people want and you sell it or you provide it. That is how you become wealthy. And here's another thing. Hopefully it's within your passion. Things that you are not passionate about, you will give up. You will not succeed. You have to be passionate about something in order for you to succeed. Now, granted, I've known people who started businesses they knew that was going to make profit, only to do a real business that they wanted as a startup. They do one business, a startup, to make some quick profit to fund the real business they want to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do in this time, hopefully no one in your family is going through a crisis with this virus. And if they are, you're supporting them, but you're still thinking about yourself and how you are to go about this. Hey, good evening, Ashley. So I want you to first dream. That's what I want you to do. I want you to dream, because that is where all the thought-making processes come from, are your thoughts and ideas. Before anything came into fruition, before anything became reality, it was a dream. Good evening, Daniels. Before anything became profitable, it started off with a dream. It started off with a thought. It started off with an idea. And regardless of what's going on in the world, you still must press on. So in order to achieve greatness, you must have a dream. You must have a thought. You must have an idea. And then you make it your reality. Because here's the thing. We let our circumstances dictate our success. Oh, I'm from a low impoverished neighborhood. I'm from the ghetto. I was born and raised in D.C. or this part of New York or Louisiana or this part of California or the South. Whatever you come from, we make these excuses. Oh, I'm black and I never had an opportunity and I never had a chance. Every excuse in the world. But let me ask you this. Those African Americans who are not entertainers, rappers, singers of any sort, those one who got into business became millionaires, what was so different about them than you? I know a few of them, and I've done videos with them, like my boy Gashar. He's from New York, grew up in the ghetto, had a rough time, and even after college with his MBA, he was homeless twice before he became a millionaire. So I like to give you guys real stories and real people. That way you know it's obtainable. That way you know that whatever's in your head, that dream, can also become your reality. See, stop letting your circumstance, your situation, your environment dictate whether you're going to be successful or not. See, right now, during this time, we only have the time, right? You either worrying about how you're going to pay the bills or you worrying about what you're going to watch on TV. Let me ask you this. If you're in a situation where it's difficult for you to pay your bills and it's difficult for you to do things, after you finish worrying about that, what about reading books that will catapult your mind to a different level? Self-help books, financial books, workout, nutrition books, anything that's going to help your life. See, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. As an American people, we have more time than we've ever had before. We have time to get our nutrition on track. We have time to work out. We have time to read those books. We have time to spend with our family and friends, whether it be video chat or in the backyard. We have time. So my question is this. That book you was going to read, Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice by Dennis Kimbrough and Napoleon Hill, now you have time to read it. Or Rise and Grind by Damon John, now you have time to read it. You have time to sit down and ponder and put your thoughts on paper and actually think about, how can I get this started? You have time to do the research. I've been so desperately speaking to people. Now you have the time to create in your budget and jot down every expense. Now you have the time to get your finances in order or figure out how to get your finances on track. Because we know that the stimulus package is not going to do anything for most people. It's not going to do anything, but they're trying their best, right? We can't bankrupt the American government. Now, some of us like, hey, that's not enough money. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to pay this. I need to pay that. I need to pay this. The American government is really trying to put out money into the atmosphere. Now, granted, could they have done more? Everybody would like to say yes. They probably have to do another one. How much money do the American government actually have to give back to the citizens in order to pay their bills? Because everybody's in debt. Whether you are in a house, if your house is not paid off and it belongs to a mortgage company, you owe the mortgage company payment. And guess what? That mortgage company may owe somebody else another payment. The apartment building you're living in, the owner of the apartment building needs your money to pay his debt collector. So once you start worrying about money, now it's time to put those dreams into reality. See, this is easy to be negative about, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. This virus, that. Hey, listen, this virus is going to be here for a minute, okay? Until somebody come up with a worldwide solution. But in the meantime, whatever you conceive, whatever your mind conceives and believe, you will achieve. It starts with a dream, and then it becomes reality. You have to put in the work. And lastly, do not let your circumstance dictate your success. It's how you respond to your circumstance will choose the options you'll have, whether you be successful or not. And in the end, stop thinking about making a lot of money, because you're not going to make a lot of money. There's only a couple of hundred people who make a lot of money, and those are people who work at mints. I want you to think about all the different ways you can earn a lot of money. And some of you are saying, oh, this is just a play on words. No. See, psychologically, you're thinking about how to make money. I want you to think about how you earn money. And it's like A.G. Gaskin said, how does a poor black man become wealthy? You provide a service and a product that people actually need and want. Learn money and be inspired. Have a good night, everyone. I'm out.